It's suns out, guns out with Wolf River Electric solar panels. Thanks to Wolf River Electric, Sonny here can finally get all of his energy out. And when the sun's out, Sonny has way more energy than we know what to do with. So we sell that energy back to the electric company. Sun's out, money's in. Switch to Wolf River Electric and make every day, rain or shine, a suns out, guns out day.
The Power Hour is live. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find it.
Welcome back, Power Show Morning Show. It's 8:02. And Marty Glarnar's over there. And there's Johnny Bones.
Hi, kids.
And the rest of everybody. And there goes Maxo to be a TV star. Bye, Maxo. Love you. There he goes.
What goes on in that other studio?
Max was farting. It's just terrible.
Well, first you said it was
that.
Lee Volsvik.
Yeah.
Then Lee came out of there and looked at me and she goes, "That was not me." I didn't think it was, Lee.
I haven't seen Lee in forever.
Leela,
She came in here and criticized me and left. That's what people do.
Yeah.
She got her job done.
Yep, that's why she's here.
Waste no time.
That's
Get
right.
after it.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, there you go. Welcome back, everybody. And Zacho's over there. Hi, Zacho. Do you got anything you got to talk about?
No, we're good.
Cool. All right, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, buddy.
Fantastic, Zachary.
Program Password Invitational semifinal this afternoon.
Did he not sound like that one guy who said, I wouldn't want to paint it?
What?
Stephen
Levy? Wright.
Yeah, that's it.
Steve Levy's from ESPN.
Whatever.
He
By the way,
picks it
happy
up,
birthday, Steve Levy.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Maybe.
Nope. Just the name. I just got the name wrong. That's all. Anyway,
All right. Should we do Fan 5?
Can I tell you one more thing?
Of course.
Remember I was talking about the UPS guy who did not make it because he didn't sign his
Yes.
card? On a long day when it felt like everything was going wrong, Cameron Young birdied 3 of his last 4 holes Monday to get to a 5-for-1 playoff and then made a 12-foot birdie to earn his spot in the U.S. Open. The drama went coast to coast because I believe the young man was only 17 years old.
Oh, a different Cam Young.
Yeah, a different person.
Oh, because I was going to
That's
say
what I was
the
thinking,
other
Cam
Cam
Young.
Young is pretty freaking good.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, it's that Cam Young.
It is that Cam Young. Okay, the other kid was a different person. Sorry, my fault.
Oh.
Different Cam Young. My fault.
He's not 17.
No.
I'm confused. Okay.
I'm confused now, too, because I was reading 2 different articles at the same time. Anyway, hold on one second. A 17-year-old. A 17-year-old and a dentist are among those who qualified for the U.S. Open on golf's longest stay.
A 17-year-old and a dentist walk into a bar.
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah. Now I'm all confused. I'm sorry. This article is written well, and I can't read very well.
Maybe it was an AI article, and that's why we're all
maybe.
confused.
It might be, because now I'm very confused.
Journalism is dead. Not the
It's
horse.
over.
Yeah, we talked about it for just in passing this morning, by the way. How many times have you guys clicked on a video on social media now, and halfway through it glitches and you realize that the thing you're watching is not real?
Yeah, we're
It's
toast.
happening all the
It's
time
over.
now.
It's over.
Think how gullible people have been in the last 10 years on social media, and now you have this. It's no
It's
one
over
is
now.
going to believe anything,
Yeah.
and everybody's
Or
going to believe
everything.
everything all at
Exactly.
the same
Yeah.
time.
Right,
It depends on what side of the aisle you're on. You're going to be like, no, I saw the video. That's fake. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's going to be the rest of time.
I'm sure people will be understanding.
100%. Everybody will be patient and fact check and do research
Yes,
and look
due
into
diligence,
it.
yeah,
Make
all
sure
that.
things are real before they push it viral.
I wonder if we all
Well said.
start distrusting social media, if that's a bad thing.
No, I'm with you. You're right.
That might be just what we need at this point.
But it is the excuse you need to do terrible things and say, it wasn't me. Here we go. I'm sorry. Finally, I figured it out. Amateur 17-year-old Mason Howell was a high school junior, played bogey-free for an 18 under 126, and he made it. So good for you,
Yeah,
17-year-old
good.
kid.
Yeah,
that
that's
must be
sweet.
crazy, huh?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sorry. That was just the worst job of reporting.
No,
I just got
You got there.
I got
That's
there.
all that matters.
I got real confused.
Who's got a chance for the first 3 for the overall pick in when we do the U.S. Open a week from Wednesday?
Barnes, were you
Who are
one of the
three
last 3?
people?
yeah, it's me, Marnes.
It feels like it.
Tommy?
No, I think Lawyer Lambert got the 4th to last pick.
No.
No,
I don't remember.
I don't
Is it
remember.
literally the last tournament, or the last U.S.
No.
Open tournament?
What do you mean?
Like the last 3? Is it? Are we going back to last year? The last 3, or is it the
No,
last
it's just
tournament we had?
It's the last 3 picks in the was it
Of
the
the
PGA
last one.
previous
tournament?
tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this last
and
one.
it's
Gotcha.
only majors. So
Right.
if we do like the
Are you
players,
sure it wasn't Tommy?
It might have been.
Tommy was in it the last time.
Yeah, but he might have been in it again. Doesn't matter. Power Trip Bets keeps track.
Anyway,
we
he
have
knows.
the order.
It's time for
I did a little
Fans Live
golfing.
on the
I
Power
went to play
Trip,
golf yesterday,
presented
y'all.
by Builders and
Why
Remodelers.
didn't
you,
I
Builders
turn
and
that
Remodelers.
down?
Sorry, I got a sponsor, and they matter more.
Builders and Remodelers.
I support that.
How'd you hit him?
I was off the tee pretty good. The rest of my game was crap, but I haven't played all summer. Literally
A lot
did
of
not dust the
excuses out of
clubs
you,
off.
Mars. A lot of excuses.
But Randy Shaver runs a wonderful golf tournament to raise money for cancer research. So
He is the best.
that was a wonderful day to be part of.
Was it out at the Rush Creek?
Rush Creek,
again?
yep, in Maple Grove.
Yep.
And I golfed with a good group. Randy and Steve, Lisa and Danielle, Culver's.
Oh,
They had matching Culver's shirts.
Oh, lucky.
And the highlight of the day for me was I had a Butterburger with cheese and onions at 9 a.m.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let me tell you something.
A
Hawk would pay a
Butterburger
lot for
on
us to
a
have
golf
Hawk.
course.
Oh.
Let me tell you something.
Good. Tell it.
So, sweetheart, save some room for later.
It's the only time, Marnsey, that I give the thumbs up to mustard. A Butterburger with cheese, ketchup, and mustard.
Hell yes.
I don't know why, but on
Yeah.
a Butterburger, I like mustard.
Mustard's great.
How about a hot dog?
Nope.
Nope, he eats those
Polish
raw.
sauce.
That's 2 words, by the way.
In this case, yes.
Yes, it
You're
is.
mad at Tenor,
Really?
not me.
That there's
Yeah.
something.
Oh, he
What
made
if
the right call.
if it had no onions?
I don't. There's nothing. No.
Oh.
It has. Okay, so it has to have the cheese.
Just no. It's cheese, mustard,
Yep.
ketchup. That's it.
Okay.
That's all.
Making me hungry.
And those crinkle fries.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
they're
good.
good.
Those are
Yeah.
great.
Will you
Keep
order
going.
some Culver's, Hawk?
Yes.
And
But I
pay
doubt
for
they'll
it?
make us a Butterburger right now. It's 8:09.
They might.
Man, I'm telling you, 9 a.m. was just fine.
Yeah. It's me, Marnie, and Parrish who have the shot at the first pick. So congrats, Marnie, on the
Okay.
first pick.
Do you know why I'm even in this category? Because I was one of the last.
I think the
You
first
got a
time.
50-50
Forget
chance
that.
then. Because Parrish will he'll oversleep. It'll be between the 2 of you.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats, Marnie.
He'll miss it.
Yeah.
So it'll be
chances
down to the
just
2
went
of you.
Yeah.
Who effing who, Marty?
Yep.
Yeah. Bonus always
What
has
is
the
your
last
problem?
I would have won if Scheffler wouldn't have won that.
pick. Yeah,
damn
we
thing.
have to have Scheffler as the
Don't
ghost.
be
I
Scheffler
have
had
the
I'm angry at you.
number one
You're
pick.
going to take it.
I had the number 1 pick, and Rory played Horry.
I would take him if I had the number 1 pick this week or next week as well.
I know, and he crapped down his leg.
Yeah.
The one time I get the number 1 pick.
Well, you're still handsome.
I thought you were going to say the one time Rory crapped down his leg. I'm like, no.
No, he's done that a lot. Except when
No,
I
that was
picked him.
Scheffler's
Scheffler's
kid
kid.
How
Yeah,
about that?
exactly.
at the blowout.
Yeah.
Guys,
So humanizing. That's
Tim
a great
Connolly is the PBO.
You're telling your friends that?
The POBO, the
Yeah.
president of basketball
POBO.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
operations.
Yes. And he spoke yesterday to the media, and he talked about Chris Finch and the job that he did.
You know, it's not easy what we've tasked him with the last couple of years. Hey, you're going to change everything. Here's Rudy. Last year coming off a 56-win team, here's 2 new faces, and we're going to send out Carl, who's one of the best players ever played here. So it's just a testament to his intelligence, his ability to be creative, and his willingness to coach any group we put in front of him.
It took him a while, though, right, to get things straightened out. Right?
Until the last
Yeah.
month of the
Yeah.
regular season, basically. The
Right.
team was mostly a mess.
Yeah.
Yep.
But injuries were a factor, right? They had a lot of players miss a lot of time in the middle, like Randall and DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
Speaking of those players, he talked about the Cat trade. Did Tim Connolly?
It was a win-win. I mean, it's funny. I text with Cat. I probably get more emotional watching their games than our games because it's Cat had such a great playoffs and such a great year in New York. But I'm not a believer in there's one winner and 29 losers. I think too often that's the narrative that we all run with. I told that to our team after the game. The Knicks had a best year they've had in 25 years. So it was really fun to watch. It's just fun to watch a great guy do really well. And I think if you'd asked either front office last year, hey, worst case scenario, you're going to lose the conference finals, I think we'd have probably taken it, even though we both have higher aspirations. But it was fun to watch. It was fun to see all the guys in the trade do well, and they're all really, really good guys.
I watched some social media bit the other day. I don't know which Knicks fan did this, but it was basically walking up to Knicks fans on the street and just randomly going, hey, do your best Karl Anthony Towns impression. And it was a montage of all these people just going like, oh my God. God. It's like this like super sassy, over the top Carl complaining about fouls, but it was like they all had it like teed up, ready to go. And it definitely, they weren't actors. It was just Knicks fans, but they like giving him crap the same way that we did.
Yeah.
About being dramatic and over the top. But how about all that stuff Martin's out of New York that they are already tired of him? That he doesn't play enough defense and goes rogue.
PTI last night, and Kornheiser went nuts on him about how terrible he is on defense.
They're going to trade him. They're going to trade him for Giannis.
Stuff that came out was really interesting, and none of it is sourced. So it's still speculation about, apparently he doesn't know the defensive plan all the time, or apparently he doesn't but it was not good. It was harsh. It was basically saying Carl's either in the wrong place or runs the wrong defensive scheme to the point of creating major problems.
I'm surprised Thibodeau ever wanted him on the team.
I think essentially like run it back
because of
because that's one of the reasons, right? I mean, he had him as a coach before. I mean, you just got a sense that Thibodeau was never a fan of Cat. But when he was here, you got that sense.
Did you get a sense that he was a fan of anyone?
Well, that's a fair point. Fair point. Right?
Jimmy.
Did he like you?
He did like Jimmy.
Okay.
No, he didn't like me.
Didn't like you?
Nobody swore more than that guy.
That's correct.
He loved yelling the F word.
At Marnie.
Most of the time. Yeah. Was that the kind of stuff Kornheiser was saying, Hawk?
Yeah, just said his defense was terrible. Yeah, he's a defensive liability is what he said.
Well, and I mean, the Knicks are going to say, they'll trade for Giannis. They'll trade Cat for Giannis. But why would Milwaukee, if they trade away Giannis, they're in a rebuild, right? Why do you want that?
I think it would include more than that, and they need Cat's contract because it's such a contract.
I've got to think some other of the other 29 teams can come up with, give them more than the Knicks can in terms of future value and less of a.
Yeah, but as Conley says it in this press conference, it's such a player-driven league. They tell you where they want to play. Yeah. If Giannis comes out and says, "I want to play in a large market," he's going to play in a large market. And LA doesn't have the pieces to do it unless they trade Milwaukee Luka. I mean, New York's a huge spot for him, and he would be a huge piece for that team.
And I would not be mad at that because he has played in Milwaukee and done everything.
He won him a championship
for that city and to make that team good, and that time has just run out. Yeah. And one last thing I just wanted to say about Carl, because I think he's a wonderful human being. Same. And he is open for criticism as a basketball player, and that's totally fine. But what you just said, Johnny B, about him not, the liability on defense or whatever, and Hawk mentioned, what about Luka Doncic? That's the same type of player who has a massive amount of value. Right. He is terrible defensively, but he's so good offensively that you have to figure out the balance. And Carl is that same kind of guy. He may have some defensive liabilities, but he is a super skilled offensive player, and he has value. Yeah. It's just finding the right fit. So I didn't want it to look like it's just a crap on Carl.
How about the opposite with Rudy? Right, Rudy is a gigantic offensive liability. He just kills the flow, makes all these mistakes, can't catch. But defensively, he's still one of the 10 best defensive players in the NBA, right? Yeah. And creates havoc in the paint.
And on the right team and with the right fit, it's awesome.
Super valuable still. Yeah. Yep.
So you just have to find that.
All right, more importantly, Sauce had to pay me $100 because Minnesota's very own Mike Wilklow won the Mystery Millions, man. He's such a good dude, and I know Zach watched the coverage last night. So technically, event number one of the World Series of Poker goes to Minnesota. Wow. 19,654 players.
Wow. Actually, Sauce, it was you who lost the bet.
Yeah, I did.
Fair. And Mike won, so he won $1 million plus bounties, and so between Mike and I combined, then we won like $1,100,000. But it was super cool. I know Zach, you watched the coverage as well. It's fun to Zach doesn't know, but it's just fun to cheer for a Minnesotan, right? Like, and Mike's a great dude, so it's super cool to see a good guy win. But then the whole rail, just a bunch of Minnesotans cheering him on, super cool. Good for him, dude.
Was there tension at the end? Was there an eruption of? Oh my God!
Yeah, and he played unbelievably well. I won't bore you with it, but that call with the six, right, Zachary? Unbelievable call with fourth pair. World class, man. Hero. Mike Wilklow.
When he won, did he go, "What's up?"
I don't believe that he did. No, that would be. That's not what Minnesotans do. We act like we've been there before. So even though there were other bracelets handed out first,
never been there before.
Yes, correct.
Even though there were other bracelets handed out first, I love that our bet that Sauce and I bet every year now whether or not Minnesota will run a bracelet out of the 100 events. Yeah. Technically, event number 1 was won by Minnesota.
Well, that's good.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, good for
so
that
cool.
guy.
$1 million freaking dollars. So last year in the same event, DJ Buckley from Minnesota drew one of the bounties for $1 million. So we technically have had $1 million winners in Minnesota back-to-back years.
What does that mean, drew the bounty? Like he just pulled it out of a hat and he was like, I won.
I won't bore you with it, but there are bounty tournaments where you don't have to win it. If you make it to the money, it's like almost like playing pull tabs. And and DJ won $1 million last year, pulling $1 million. My guess is Mike feels way better about the $1 million than DJ does because you won it versus pulled it. But either way, that check cashes. It's $1 million.
Could we enter these tournaments?
Of course.
And just do the part where you pull the
No, you got to make it to the money. You got to play poker long enough to get there.
Amen, brother.
And then you got to get lucky.
Listen to the Hulkster.
Well, you get lucky, then you play poker, then you get there.
But Mars, there's only 19,654 players in there. So you could do it.
And you only have to win like $1 million. You don't have to win like 20 million.
Right. I do
million.
love that prize number. That's right on.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, super fun to watch. Good for
congrats.
him.
That's wonderful.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yep. Good dude.
Yeah, man. How many times has he beaten you?
A handful.
Yeah. In the last week.
How many times have you beaten him?
A handful. He's better than me, but again, it's the dream. You play well, you run well, you make a couple of world-class calls like you did last night, and you got a bracelet for the rest of your life. So Mike Wilklow is a bracelet winner, which is super cool.
You know what? I'm going to buy you for Christmas a bracelet. Because that's the only way you're going to get one.
That is probably the only way I will ever get one.
Is it a literal bracelet?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
and is it something that people wear like a World Series ring?
Kind of, yeah.
Is it like gold or
colorful?
I mean,
they're pretty valuable. The main event one is ridiculously valuable. It's crazy. It's like filled with diamonds and stuff. It's legit.
Whoa,
Shine bright like a diamond?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's made by Jostens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Is it really?
You betcha.
And Zach's such a broadcasting nerd that he was so just in awe of how good the broadcast looked last night. Right, Zachary?
They kick ass, man. They've got it down to a science.
They do a great job.
What's her face on there?
No, Lynn Gilmartin works for the World Poker Tour.
He also could have been talking about Jennifer Tilly.
No, he was definitely talking about Lynn.
Yeah.
She was there. I mean, she's in Vegas for the next 6 weeks.
She's a friend of the show.
Yeah, she's awesome. Super nice. All right, headlines next. Power Trip Morning Show. After this on The Fan.
Listen to your favorite KFAN podcast, sponsored by Builders and Remodelers. Storm damage repair you can trust.
Listen to Medal of Honor on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Follow Medal of Honor and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
It's Chris Hockey, the Power Trip. I just hate it when my toilets are gurgling and my lights are flickering. I don't know how to handle any of that. That's why I have Aquarius Home Services. They handle it, and they handle it fast. Knowledge is power. I've got none. They've got it all. And they give me peace of mind. Having a trusted plumber and electrician on call keeps your home running smoothly. And listen to this. For a limited time, you can save $98 on electrical or plumbing repairs from the pros at Aquarius. So visit AquariusHomeservices.com and get started today. Aquarius Home Services. Earning the right to be recommended.
It's Kubota Orange Days. From America's #1 selling compact tractor to zero-turn mowers and versatile RTVs, get your perfect match delivered to your door. And now through June 30th, get zero down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Visit GoKubota.com to find a dealer near you.
Hey, it's Corey Coe from the Power Trip Morning Show on KFAN, and if you've been putting off LASIK because of the price, Ovo LASIK and Lens has you covered with their best LASIK price guarantee. That's right, so if you find a lower LASIK price anywhere else, Ovo will match it while still giving you the best technology, expert care, and all the added benefits that you won't find anywhere else. And one thing no one else has that Ovo definitely does is the legends of LASIK. Dr. Mark Lobanoff and Dr. David Whiting. These guys are two of the most respected LASIK surgeons in the entire world. That's why I went to Dr. David Whiting over a decade ago. And at Ovo, you also receive the latest LASIK technology, 11 months of follow-up care, and the Ovo Lifetime Assurance, which means your vision's going to stay crystal clear for years to come. And don't forget, Ovo is the official LASIK provider of the Minnesota Wild and the Timberwolves. Plus, with 24-month interest-free financing, LASIK is as little as $4 a day. So no more glasses, no more contacts, just perfect vision at the best price. Schedule your free LASIK consultation today at ovoi.com or call 877-OVO-EYES.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. However, if left untreated, could lead to costly repairs. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and closed all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
Barrero back with you for my friends at Bradshaw and Bryant. If you've been injured in a car accident, you need to go with the pros pro, Mike Bryant at Bradshaw and Bryant. Visit MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com. That's MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com.
Builders and remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com. $1 right now. What would it get you? Like, you couldn't even buy like a whole pack of gum for $1 these days. You know what I mean? But right now at Builders Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com, you can take that $1 of yours, walk in, or just go on to buildersandremodelers.com and tell them that you would like to use that $1 for installation labor. That's right. Right now, $1 installation labor on all window, siding, roofing, door, and patio door projects. It's the Crazy Days summer sale going on right now for buildersremodelers.com. It's real easy. All you do is go on buildersremodelers.com, get a free estimate, and you can look at those brand new windows, right? I mean, those Elements triple pane windows, best in the business. You can only get those from Builders Remodelers. Maybe you got roof damage from hail damage, or you need new siding because your house looks like a hovel. Whatever it is, I don't know, but I know you can get it for a great price and great work from buildersremodelers.com, the Twin Cities' only exterior remodeler with over 55 years of Better Business Bureau accreditation and A+ rating. BuildersRemodelers.com, nobody does it better.
Pressure washers, steam cleaners, and wash bays. Let me introduce you to American Pressure. Locally owned and operated world experts on anything pressure washer since 1975. Reach out at AmericanPressure.com.
Visit Touchdown Tile for your interior renovation needs. TouchdownTile.com.
From the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios, this is the Power Trip on FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
Final segment, Power Trip Morning Show, KFAN.com/watch right now. Hi. If you want to see what we look like. I'm all dressed up because we got a big sales thing today, and I want to look good.
Oh, wonderful.
It's another one of those agency bits, Marnes, just like when Sauce famously told a group of women that we didn't know that he ran over a bunch of baby bunnies with a lawnmower.
Yeah.
It's one of those again, a different agency this time. But so we are hoping for a sequel. We're hoping Sauce goes off the top rope with some story that makes no sense and scares every lady in the building.
Yep.
It's possible.
Life is show prep, so
It certainly is. That gave
Maybe
us a
some
whole
serial
bunch,
killer
yeah.
talk?
Yeah.
Open with that.
Yeah. That's a good idea, boys. Yeah, all right. I got a few facts about some of those guys.
I find a way to work this in. At one point on this planet, there were 8,000-pound sloths with claws and armor.
That should be easy enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, lead with that.
Where did they get the armor?
I guess they probably had a guy who made it. I don't know, right? I mean, I can't imagine they moved any faster than these modern day sloths.
Yeah. Modern day warrior.
What are you going to open with? Should we practice? Well, now that I've seen the full series of the rehearsal with Nathan Fielder, now I'm just in the mode to let's practice this. This is a social situation that you failed. We need to do better.
Did I fail?
Oh, yeah, you did. Well, I mean, you didn't fail financially, but you definitely failed it. But we can do better.
But
should we practice?
Let me ask you a question. Was it about me the entire time?
It definitely was.
That's a win.
That's a win.
It definitely was.
Well, yesterday I was tasked with trying to get our sprinkler system back on, and I sprayed water basically all over the neighborhood because I can't do it, even though I tried to follow a YouTube video. I'm not good at like household stuff.
Brett, are you just talking to us, or is this what you were going to tell the
Both.
people today?
Is that not good enough?
Because last year it was essentially, hey, how do you guys prep for the show? And Chris answered, then I answered, and then you talked about running over baby bunnies.
How about? Yeah, I think.
So how do you prep for the show?
Me?
Yeah. How do you get ready for the show every morning?
I go sit over there. I catch up on the things I haven't written down.
Pretend you're at the agency, not here.
Oh, I back over people that are in my driveway.
I fall on my stoop.
Yeah, I fall.
It's great content.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, you're just going to wing it.
Yeah. What's got me this far?
Hey.
It has. It's working, man.
Don't change a thing.
Nope. It's working.
Speaking of content and life is show prep, Hawk, what is your schedule like? And all of you, like 1 week from today, could we do a casino run?
Yeah.
Can't.
You didn't even look at your...
actually.
Okay.
No, we're going to Starkey next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was that next Tuesday?
Yeah, we're getting our ears cleaned out.
Well, you can go
our
with us.
hearing-
We'll clean those ears, and then we'll go
hearing
straight
tested.
there.
What about...
We'll be able to hear ding, 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 ding.
Oh, the best.
See, I didn't hear a word you just said.
Well, what time is your ear cleaning?
Like
I don't
10.
know, like 10, I think.
Yeah. We'll go straight there from there.
Well, we could.
Yeah.
Or Thursday. If you want to just look at it and, get back to me. Next week.
We don't need
It's
these
all of
two.
you.
We don't need you guys.
Right
go
after the
straight
show.
there.
Can't on Thursday.
Yep, I can't on Thursday either.
All right.
Neither me.
Well,
Yeah, we can hear you, buddy.
I can hear you, Zach. Yep.
Twins game.
Are you
I don't
available
have a lot
Saturday?
of wax in my ears.
all right. Well, try another date.
I hope I break the record for the amount of wax because, again, my hearing is concerning. So I'm just crossing my fingers that Zach is right and then it's just wax, that it's not actually going deaf at 45.
We're going to make like a bunch of 33 size records with all the earwax.
Wow.
I hope that's the case.
That's hot.
That'd be awesome, actually.
Yeah, we're going to have candles burning.
Hawk, I did watch your video. It was fascinating,
pretty
getting your
great.
ears clean. Is this something, though, that normal people should do?
Any person, for free, anytime, make an appointment.
Yes.
Yes,
But
and you
is it
should.
something that
Yes.
we should be figuring out a way to cleanse our bodies of this in the regular? Or is it just if you have a hearing problem, this might be a reason? Because I don't have issues with
Sure.
my ears. Should I also get this deep wax removal?
I'm no expert, but I do know this from talking to the I believe it's audiologist. I don't know. Anyway,
That's right.
Is that right?
Yep.
The ear is a self-cleaning mechanism. But that said, things can go in your ear, things can fall in your ear, things can like Burb, if she doesn't mind me saying, had a one that was kind of some earwax that was kind of hard, and it was on a piece of her cartilage, and it was stuck there. So once she got that removed, she could hear a little better. My daughter
Interesting.
Abigail sleeps on her side, and her one ear was so caked with wax she couldn't believe it. The other one was completely clean. So I think it does depend on a lot of different factors, but it certainly doesn't hurt to have your ears checked. And you get the earwax cleaned out, you can hear a little better, and then you get your ear hearing checked. And if your hearing is good, then you can take steps to make sure it stays that way. If it's bad, they can help you.
And does it hurt to get your ears cleaned out?
Not even a little bit.
With the water and stuff? The pressure from that doesn't hurt anything?
They don't use water. He's got a little camera and a little pick, and he goes in there and he literally cleans it out like he's scraping snow off of your windshield.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Hawk had a video last week.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
wild to watch.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to you guys doing it because.
Me too. I'm pumped.
Forget how much hair there is in your inner ear.
That's how you hear.
Yeah. Hello?
Of course it is.
Yep. That's how you hear.
It's also what happens when you get vertigo. Like one of the crystals gets caught on the ear hair or in the wrong spot or something.
That's right. That's right. Yep. That's right.
It's real delicate.
It's real
I'm
delicate.
no audiologist.
Nope, me neither.
Okay.
An extra 8 years of school to go and be an audiologist. I
Oh,
learned that
really?
As well, yeah, man.
That's
But,
greasy.
yeah, good people. So we'll do that next week.
Right on.
Yep.
Now it's time for
Headline.
Brought to you by my friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. Go solar in 2025. I'm sure Rocco did.
He did.
Yeah.
More sun, the
We
better
have
for
to
me.
win.
Keep that sun coming.
We have to win.
It's supposed to be nice.
You did last
It's
night.
raining
Pop
right
some
now.
balls.
I know you did.
That's
Rocco.
odd.
You popped some balls. Gross.
Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up just passed 1 billion plays on Spotify.
That's a banger.
Dude, this just in. He gave her up. That lion son of a bitch.
He finally did it.
He said he wasn't.
He said never.
He said
Unanswerable
never.
question, but try anyway.
All right.
How many of those billion listens were sarcastic?
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
man.
a good question.
92%.
Versus the people that are like, I truly think this is an awesome song and I love it. Because I'll admit,
On
I'm
Spotify. You're
in
talking specifically
Spotify. Because I'm in both camps. Like there are times I'm like, this song kind of kicks ass, and other times I'm like, dear God, this song's terrible, but it's fun to troll people with. I think it's both.
When it was a popular, good song, Spotify didn't exist.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
it's got to be 92%, 96%.
Have you guys ever listened to it intentionally to sing along, not as sarcasm?
A million times.
Yeah. Oh, really?
But that's my generation, man. We loved
Yeah.
that song. It was big.
I don't know that I've seeked it out and found it on my playlist, but if it is playing somewhere, it's
You're all in.
I'm grooving.
Yeah. Song kind of kicks
It makes
ass.
you move.
It's good.
Yep, I'm a fan.
I'm gonna give
Mark Maron is ending the WTF podcast after 16 years. I think the only reason that I find that weird at all is there are 9.7 billion podcasts now. And when you have one of the ones that is crushing, it is kind of weird to be like, all right, now I'm going to tap out. Because he was so far ahead of the curve.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He did it before people were monetizing it. And then you get to the point where he is and he taps out. Obviously, his life, he can do whatever he wants. But, that's one of the few that was established. It made it. It did it.
Do we know how it was monetized? Like,
I don't know.
does he just get ads, or does he also have like a Patreon or a subscriber thing? Do we have any idea?
Good question. Not sure.
No, that's a question you could figure out.
He's trying to get that cash.
Yeah, it's all mail order. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, who knows?
Never gonna
Wait,
I forgot. These are just headlines.
I didn't know you could make money off those.
Some people
Off a
can.
podcast?
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that.
Remember we were
It
supposed
is
to
Tuesday.
Remember we were supposed to get that that breakdown, Chris. Remember they told us they would tell us how we could make money on the side
We almost
podcast.
made it.
We're like, can we just see what that looks like? And they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we'll get that to you. What was that? Almost 9 months ago, maybe.
Yeah, I thought I heard them laughing after they said it.
Was this the guy that thought we were an indie?
Yep.
Yep.
We're like, what does that look like? How do we figure out how we make money off these?
Get it to you right away.
Yeah, we can show you that. We'll get you that.
Yep. And then you went,
Hello?
zoinks.
Hello.
Yeah, it was like being in a Scooby-Doo cartoon.
Remember, we're like, yeah, we got almost like 1 million downloads a month. They're like, we think you guys could get to like 1.3, 1.4. And we go, what's in it for us? And they go, what now?
Not a thing.
Yeah.
Not a finger.
What % of people?
Like to kiss you.
Nope.
0. Well,
Oh.
1.
1%?
Yep, you're Sauce's dad.
My dad kisses you.
Oh boy.
He likes to. He doesn't do it
doesn't
often.
mean he can.
What % of people like their first name?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is it?
Yeah.
Here's my guess. Because Paul, John, and Chris are pretty standard, normal, common
Bible
men
names.
Sure. My guess is all three of you like your first name, right?
Yeah.
You got no problem with Paul. You have no problem with John. You have no problem with Chris,
I
correct?
ain't pissed about it.
Right.
Yeah, he ain't pissed about it.
Zach, you like yours. My guess is Zach's kind of a cool
It's
name.
fine, yeah.
Yep.
It's fine, yeah.
I don't love mine, but I
No,
don't hate
nobody
it
does.
either. Corey's
Yeah,
just
nobody does.
whatever. It's just
Yeah.
very 80s. Marnie,
fits
you have
you.
a super unique one. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
It's fine.
Yeah,
Isn't it,
that's how I feel
is
too.
it
It's
short
fine.
for Marnigold?
Yes. How did you know that?
I thought it was, yeah.
I like that it is a little different, that I'm not in a room with a bunch of other Marnies all the time, but I don't love it.
If you could have, was there a time in your life, like in high school, that you would have picked a different?
Yeah.
What would you have picked?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have one locked and loaded?
Amy, yeah.
You wanted
I
to be
had
an
a
Amy.
friend
You'd be a good
named Amy, and I wanted all of her T-shirts that had her name on the back. Used to take them to a shirt shed or whatever, and they'd screen print
Dwight
your
loves
name
that place.
on the back. And I was like, can I have a...
This is like single white female. You were trying to steal her identity and kill her.
It was more because people didn't know how to spell my name, or somebody just the other day at a drive-through restaurant, McDonald's. You give them the code, and they get your name comes up on the screen. They're like, "Ooh, is it Murray?" No, it's not Murray.
How can they not read Marnie? Just read it.
I don't know.
It's exactly how it's
that's
spelled.
what I'm saying.
Amy's a good name. You know what else would have been great for you is Chuck.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been right after Amy. Yeah, Chuck. I look
by
like
the way,
a Chuck.
only 6% of people say they don't like their first name.
Oh, wow.
42% love their first
I
name.
would think it was way more than that.
31% like it, and then 19% are neutral. I would say I'm in the neutral category.
I would have thought neutral was higher. Did you say 42%
Love it. Love their first name.
Wow.
Yep. 31% like it, 19% are neutral. Men are more likely to be cool with their name, especially younger guys.
Yeah.
Weird.
Off the top of your head, Sauce, around the room.
Yeah.
What would you have named Corey? Go.
Would I have named Corey?
That is the question, sure.
That's a great question. A question that a lot of people ponder.
All right, hang on. I'll just do it for you. Ask me, but I'll be Sauce.
Okay. Corey Sauce, what would you have named Corey?
What would I name Corey?
That's right.
Is that what you're asking?
That's what I'm asking you, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Adolf.
No! Wow, that's
Beelzebub.
Genghis. Yeah, I would name him Brungus.
No, what would you name me?
You?
Yes, that's still the question.
Probably.
Not based on personality, just based on looks. What do I look like? I look like a what?
You look like. That's a good question.
Thanks. Just answer it.
I would name you Todd. No, I'd probably name you
Steve.
Angel Wings.
Would you call him AW for short?
Yep.
A-Dub?
A-Dub Corey. Cove.
So, hang on, my middle name is now Corey?
Yeah. I forgot the assignment.
Yeah. What does John Bonus look like?
John looks like a Bill.
Like a Bill. What about Chris?
Chris?
Sure.
He looks like a Steven.
Zach looks like careful.
Travis.
He looks like a Travis?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Actually, you make it Travis.
Yeah.
Why do I look like a Travis?
Yeah, you're definitely a Travis.
Well
does that
played.
mean?
Well played,
Yeah.
Zacho.
What does Marnie look like?
Marnie? Marigold.
I always thought Chuck.
Yeah. Or Chuck.
Chris, big day for you. Tonight on TLC, the series premiere of 1,000 Pound Roomies.
I can't wait, man. Yeah.
1,000 Pound Roomies.
Yeah, it's me and Corey and I'm sorry, me and Sauce and Nordo.
Yeah. We do the 900 pounds. Hawks the other 100.
Yeah, we go on motorcycle rides.
Yeah. Hawk sits in the middle.
Is the concept of that show they're each? They can't each be.
No,
I mean,
my
they're
guess is it's like a
combined.
6 and 4 kind of a situation, or a 7 and a 3, some kind of fun combo. Maybe a 550 and a 4.
A 7 and a 3 again. It's
And do
me
you think
Sauce.
some of them are couples, or by roommates it's just friends?
That's what we're going to find out tonight, Marnie.
These are only headlines.
And there's another show.
Crazy.
It's debuting tonight called The 8,000 Pound Sloth.
Oh.
Yep.
With armor.
Amen.
And also with you.
A woman in Louisiana allegedly used sugar and chocolate syrup to wreck a vehicle. She was feuding with someone over a shared romantic partner.
Ooh.
You know how they always say, like, male serial killers, like, get really violent, right? They cut people up and stuff. And women are passive with, like, poison and things like that. This does, like, if I had said, hey, wreck that car over there, Sauce would take, like, an axe or a hammer.
Yeah.
This
right.
gal used sugar and chocolate syrup, probably put it in the gas tank. It's like the most passive, adorable way to wreck a car. Women are the best.
Pixie sticks.
Feuding over a shared romantic partner.
I don't know who you
Heyo.
guys are dating, but that ain't the truth.
Well, here's how dumb men are.
Okay.
A 20-year-old personal trainer in the UK was caught speeding. He was going 120 miles an hour when he caused a catastrophic collision that wrecked 5 police cars. Right?
Jesus.
But I'm not trying to be dark about it. High-speed chases happen all the time. This is just a dumb kid going 120, hit 5 cop cars, right? Whatever. He was on a first date.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's why it's in the news. First date.
Wow. Jeez.
Sounds to me like she said, let's do this.
Yep.
And he was heading for a bedroom.
Yep.
Man.
Let's do this.
I do need to take a break.
Yeah, as Corey said, you need to stand in the rain. Yeah.
Well, every time we think Chris needs to go stand out in the rain, we have somebody like this to compare Chris to.
Oh, see, good. Thank you.
You're on the scale of evilness. You're not this bad.
Evil?
I don't
Yeah,
think
he's not evil at all.
I just said on the scale of evil, he's not that bad.
I wasn't listening.
After 6 years, a man who admitted to actually gratifying himself with pool floats has now pleaded guilty to stealing dozens of pool floats.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we talk about this dude?
Yeah, I think somebody like this has been on TLC.
Yeah, well, either way, he's finally pleaded guilty. He stole dozens of them and did that to all
Somebody like that's been on CCO TV.
Yeah, yep. He had 14 retirement ceremonies.
Yep, I believe he's playing Password this afternoon.
Yeah, we had a great career, all three of us.
I gotta talk to him. We're missing a couple pool floats.
Rosie.
What a great bit if Marnie's pool party takes place and Rosie's the last to leave.
He's got all the tools.
What a great bit.
Anybody see that
he added a
flamingo?
new one.
Do you guys have pool
Begging
floats?
for some Photoshop.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. What do you got? What kind of shapes and whatnot? Not that I'm asking for a friend.
Well, we have a Homer Simpson sprinkled donut.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
classic.
As
Got it
you
at
would.
Target?
Yeah.
Target special.
And some sort of animal. I don't think it's a flamingo. A swan.
Swan, yeah.
And then the rest are all
Just
the
beds.
chair float and
Yeah.
the noodles and
Yeah. Man, it sounds like you got a cornucopia of options.
well, you never know what you're in the mood for.
Wow.
Ask this guy. Authorities in India have arrested a man for trying to smuggle dozens of rare reptiles, including 47 venomous snakes, into the country. He was a citizen who was returning from Thailand and was trying to smuggle in snakes and other reptiles. I don't understand how they
smuggle 47 snakes.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know where they go.
Yeah, gross.
I mean, come on, man.
Grody.
Yeah. A 5,000-year-old bread recipe has been recreated in Turkey, and apparently it's a big hit.
Inside a turkey?
Yes.
Wow.
5,000-year-old bread recipe.
It's like
Like
stuffing.
a bread ducking?
Bread ducking.
I wonder, though. What's new in bread? How different is bread now than
they still making
5,000 years
songs?
ago?
I mean, I suppose that flour was a completely different thing then.
Yeah, it probably was.
Sure.
They had to grind it up.
So I wonder what's so different about the recipe.
I feel like bread from that long ago would be heavier.
You would think so.
You know,
probably
so.
have a wheatier taste.
Yeasts were not nearly as well developed.
Yeah.
That'd probably be the trickiest part, finding the yeast from 5,000 years
Trying
ago.
to stay out of it.
I'm not going to say a word, buddy.
Stay out of it.
I don't know why. When Bill over here says yeast, I get uncomfortable.
Way to go, Bill.
We got a full-on fallopian infection.
Oh, that great film.
Put a rush on it.
This sounds insane to me, but 22% of parents claim that they have let their kids 100% plan a family vacation.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
100%?
They're lying.
They're lying. It's almost impossible to let your kids
the
plan
logistics.
the logistics of it. How is that even
I see what
possible?
you're saying.
Yeah, they're lying.
Man, you guys are mean.
Yeah, it's just not possible.
I mean, that is somebody not understanding the assignment.
Right.
That's somebody not
Meat
understanding.
sauce.
My kid told me he wanted to go to Disney World, so I took him to Disney World.
Right,
That's
but
not-
you
that's
planned
not-
everything.
Yeah,
right,
that's
exactly. Like we've done that movie Yes Day that came out a handful of years ago. We've tried to do that with our kids a couple times. It's kind of fun where you basically say like, all right, we're not spending $1 bazillion. Like, let's keep it relatively fair, but like we'll do whatever you want. Today's your day, whatever. So it's like they want to go get ice cream, we go get ice cream. We go to like Valley Fair, whatever. It's just like it's their day to do whatever they want. But if they were like, let's go to Paris, I'd be like, no. Yes Day is over.
No day.
Today's no day.
Ask Uncle Hockey. He'll go.
No, but it is fun to see the kids go like, what can we get him to say yes? Like,
Right,
what's the
yeah,
line? Because
right.
we want to hear yes all day. So it is fun to watch them, walk that tightrope. It's kind of fun. But I'm not letting them plan every aspect of a trip.
No.
No chance. You guys don't need to sit first class.
No.
We're sitting coach. We're paying with points. What are you talking about? Psychos? A police deputy in Florida was arrested for driving her personal motorcycle with a fake license plate that said, "Chase me." The me in the license plate was a 3, but it was so chase me.
Come on.
It was a 3. But it kind of looks like a backwards E.
So basically, put on a personalized license plate that was invalid.
Yep. But it's just, it's a police officer saying, chase me.
Come on.
Probably not super smart.
No.
Maybe it was for a hot guy.
Maybe. It is
Just
Florida.
sending a message.
It's Florida,
Yeah,
though.
it's Florida.
It's Florida. You just never know.
You never know.
Could have been an alligator involved.
That's a good point.
Or a poisonous snake.
Giant snake, yeah.
Sure.
All right, that's enough.
That's all you got?
Yeah, the rest of this stuff is kind of dumb.
All right, well, I got stuff.
This is worthless. We already talked about the Mount Etna eruption.
Who wants to find out whether or not they are smart or just pretending to be smart?
Oh, me for sure.
You?
Sure.
Well,
Yeah, I'll do it.
You pretend?
Oh, zing.
Can we make it one of the other three? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's of course.
I don't mean to be mean.
No, I'm not.
Because I don't think you're going to know the answer to these questions. I don't want to embarrass you.
What kind of a test is it?
It is a philosophy quiz.
Oh, no.
No, thanks.
Boy.
We're all going to fail this.
Well, somebody has to take it because I have to actually click the button after you answer. Johnny Bones, you're the man.
Sure.
Ready? Here we go.
I'm in.
Everybody ready? You can discuss it though, okay?
Good.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
And I got it's multiple choice.
John, get on camera.
Yeah, John.
Oh,
Please
I'm
get on
sorry,
camera.
sorry,
sweetie.
forgot. Okay.
That's okay.
Yep, forgot.
Who's considered the father of Western philosophy? Is it Socrates, also known as Socrates, Thales? I don't know how you say that. Plato or Aristotle? Father of Western philosophy.
Wow.
Socrates.
You are correct, sir. Which philosophers?
That's a guess.
Yeah, I was just going to say, did you know it or guess?
No, it was a guess. I mean, it was one of the, we played Aristotle or Socrates, and Socrates just sounded right. I don't know.
Which philosopher is associated with the phrase "cogito ergo sum," which means "I think, therefore I am"?
Nietzsche.
Oh my gosh, you're correct. No, you're wrong. It was Descartes.
Oh, damn it. You're
What
right.
did you call me?
You're right. It's Descartes.
Yeah, I thought you were right, but you were wrong.
Yeah, it's Rene Descartes.
And you can
Sorry.
wait for me to give you the.
Yeah, I should have listened.
Sure.
Sorry.
What is the philosophical study of knowledge called? Is it metaphysics?
Epistemology?
Yeah, that's it. Ontology or phenomenology?
Oh.
The philosophical study of knowledge, metaphysics, epistemology, ontology, or phenomenology.
These are the words Brandon's going to use today.
Yeah, I'll go with epistemology, but I don't
You
think
are
so.
correct.
Okay, all right.
Boney!
All right.
He's so smart.
Everybody be cool. Immanuel Kant.
Emmanuel.
Was a real pissant who's very rarely stable.
Is known for which
need
ethical
help.
theory? Deontological ethics, virtue ethics, moral relativism, or utilitarianism?
Say it again. Immanuel Kant.
It's not going to help.
No, do it again.
Immanuel Kant, known for which ethical theory? Deontological ethics, virtue ethics, moral relativism, or utilitarianism?
I don't know. No idea. You guys got any
I think it's
got any idea?
utilitarianism, isn't? I don't know.
No idea.
The only reason I've even heard of this man is because I watched The Good Place.
Oh yeah, right.
Remember they would talk about
love
Then
that
it's got to be
show.
virtue.
Great show.
It's going to be virtue.
Virtue, okay. Oh, it was deontological.
I don't even really know what that is.
Which book did Jean-Paul Sartre write that is a foundational text of existentialism?
Okay.
Freedom's Burden, The Absurd Mind, Existential Crisis, or Being and Nothingness?
Being and nothingness.
Boom, nailed it. Look at you.
Yeah.
What is the philosophical view that only one's mind is sure to exist? What is the philosophical view that only one's mind is sure to exist? Is it solipsism, Cartesian dualism, phenomenalism, or idealism?
Cartesian dualism? No, that doesn't make sense because it wouldn't be dualism.
yeah, it was
what was the 3 and 4?
solipsism,
I wouldn't
sorry.
have gotten that one either.
It was solipsism.
Is today like National Philosophy Day? Where'd you find this test?
On some serious science
Yeah, this
website
is
called
tough.
BuzzFeed.
Cartesian thing made because of Descartes is
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
who did that. It's okay. Never mind.
Should I keep going?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I
What is
don't
the
know.
term- what is
Harder
it-
now.
What is the term for the belief in the existence of multiple gods? Pantheism, agnosticism, monotheism, or polytheism?
Polytheism.
It's got to be poly.
You are correct.
Yeah.
Which philosopher developed the concept of the veil of ignorance?
Ugh.
Paul Meatsauce Lambert,
Hello.
It's pronounced Massauce.
Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Immanuel Kant, Thomas Hobbes, or Jean Rawls?
Jean
Calvin's
Ralphio.
dad?
That sounds French. Let's go with Rousseau.
It was Rawls.
All right.
From The Muppet Show.
I mean, this is a quiz to determine if you're pretending to be smart or actually smart.
That's right.
Well, if you just study philosophy,
Yeah.
which I haven't for 40 years.
Well, I had it for 51 years.
What is the main focus of metaphysics? Empirical evidence, logical fallacies, moral reasoning, or the nature and reality of being? Metaphysics.
And what are the four choices?
Empirical evidence, logical fallacies, moral reasoning, or the nature of reality and being?
Empirical evidence.
Oh, nature, reality, and being.
Shoot.
What is utilitarianism primarily concerned with? Greatest good for the most number of people, the shortest deliberation to make a decision, the most wealth for one person. What's more socially acceptable?
A.
You're correct.
You're not even down to give an answer.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
just the number.
it's the
The first one.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm almost done.
Most people, yep.
What is a being that is perfect in knowledge, power, and goodness? Omniscient, absolute, supreme being, or a godhead?
Perfect in knowledge, what?
Perfect in knowledge, power, and goodness.
And what are the four choices?
Omniscient.
Nope.
Absolute, supreme being, or godhead?
Oh, I'll go with absolute.
Oh, it was omniscient. Oh. Which ancient philosopher tutored the Alexander the Great? Aristotle, Diogenes, Plato, or Socrates?
Yeah, it was one of those three Greek guys.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it was one of these guys on the list.
It would not be Socrates, I don't think. Plato or Aristotle?
Yep.
I'll go with Aristotle.
You're correct.
All right.
There are only two more. We'll be quick.
Okay.
Which philosopher is known for his work in the Tao Te Ching? Buddha, Zungazi, Confucius, or Lao Tzu?
Lao Tzu.
Boom. Damn, look at you. And finally, who wrote The Social Contract? Voltaire, Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, or Jean-Jacques Rousseau?
I don't think it's Rousseau. What's the other three?
Voltaire, Hobbes, Jean Locke, or Rousseau?
Let's go with Hobbes.
Oh, it was Rousseau.
Oh, what an idiot.
You got 7 out of 14.
Meanwhile,
failed.
Sauce, I just Googled, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Go ahead.
What is the sum of 7 and 5?
Sum of 7 and 5? Is it 12?
Kid got it.
Yes.
Giddy up.
You did it.
Take that, Rene Descartes.
Yeah, take that, Hobbes.
Emmanuel Kant.
Emmanuel.
Whoa. Button bar.
God, great
I said it
song.
slow.
You did. Thank you.
Correctly.
You did. You did.
Marge, you're an American treasure. We'll see you Friday when KOC plays initials.
That'll be fun.
Don't let him win, right? No rolling over for KOC. We got to
please.
take him down.
I'm
Right?
going hard.
He's not happy he got a shutout. Let's see if we can. If we shut him out on Friday, then we have to have him come back again, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
So pressure's on.
Let's do it.
Play your best on Friday. Good luck today against Creasel and Rosie. Program password at what? 1:15, 1:30? What time
Yep.
is it?
Yeah, 1:15.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Johnny Bones, thanks for your time.
Bye, guys.
Oh, Mars, real quick. TV tonight too, or what do you got?
Yeah, Lynx hosting the Phoenix Mercury, 7 o'clock tonight.
And your links are kicking some ass.
Let's go.
9 to noon next. Power Trip back tomorrow, 5:30 to 9. See you then.
Have a wonderful day.
Abigail, you have a great day too. Love you. Have a great day, everybody. Take care of yourselves.
KFAN Total Traffic.
It's Suns Out, Guns Out with Wolf River Electric solar panels. Thanks to Wolf River Electric, Sonny here can finally get all of his energy out. And when the sun's out, Sonny has way more energy than we know what to do with. So we sell that energy back to the electric company. Sun's out, money's in. Switch to Wolf River Electric and make every day, rain or shine, a Suns Out, Guns Out day.